In today's video, how to roast peppers on the Blackstone Griddle. Let's do it. So I've roasted peppers several times on my Weber grill. However, I'm gonna go ahead and see how it comes out for the first time on the Blackstone. So the grill's been heating up for a little while. I'm gonna go ahead and put the peppers on. I was in the supermarket yesterday, and this particular supermarket has what they call, for lack of a better word, a discount rack. And I came across these peppers. They were only $2.50. So I picked up the package and decided to make roasted peppers with them. I remember at Christmas time, I walked past that same rack and they had bananas for like $2.75 or something. There was a ton of them. I wound up making 5 loaves of banana bread. So there are some pretty good items on there sometimes. Every 30 seconds or a minute or so, I'm just gonna go ahead and give these like a quarter turn or half turn and just make sure they char evenly on all sides. One of my concerns was the skin sticking to the grill surface. Now it's early on in the cooking process or the roasting process, however, that doesn't look like it's gonna be the case. Keep our fingers crossed that's not the case, because I really do enjoy cooking on the Blackstone, and it'd be cool if I can do this on here as well. So one thing I like to do is just get as much of the pepper surface touching the grill as possible. That's why I have them standing up like this for a minute or so. They're starting to get charred, as you could probably tell, so that's good. I did increase the heat to medium, and that seems to be working okay. I have a little extra time on my hands, and I don't want to do it on high just because there's no oil down on the griddle and I don't want it to start smoking up. What I also like to do is, it might be subtle, but I like to shift the peppers just a little bit to a part of the grill that hasn't had anything on it. I could technically turn this right side on and do it, but I don't think I have to go to that extent. And just basically because if there's a part of the grill that hasn't been touched, it might be a little hotter. So I'll do that. One of the reasons why I do this is I've eaten sausage and peppers my whole life. Growing up Italian American, we've always had sausage and peppers. And most of the times I made the dish, I would just take the pepper, cut it into strips, and saute it with the onions on the stovetop. And I've done it other ways as well. However, when I have some time on my hands, I like roasting the peppers, because then when I make sausage and peppers, I feel like roasted peppers give the dish a lot more flavor, a flavor that I like at least. There's other ways I like it too. Now that I have the Blackstone, I will go back to that old way too, just to see if I cut it into strips with the onions and saute it here on the Blackstone, how that will taste. I'm sure it's going to taste great as well. However, I'll just experiment to see what I like the best. I have some extra time on my hands, and I purchased this with the thought of maybe making sausage and peppers over this holiday weekend. So I would love to hear from you. How do you make your sausage and peppers? Do you like roasting peppers as well? Let me know in the comments. Maybe there's a trick that you know that I don't know yet that I would love to learn from you. As you could probably see, these are starting to blister up pretty nice. So it won't be that much longer before we head in and start doing the next part of the process. So these have charred up really well, and my fear that the skin was going to stick to the grill was completely unfounded. The grill looks great, the peppers look great. Time to put them in the paper bag, bring them inside, clean them up, and finish this recipe. These peppers have been in the bag for about 15 minutes or so. Hopefully that steam helped get the skin off a little bit, plus they cool down. It'll be a little easier to handle them. All right, guys, if you want to see what I'm cooking up next, I'll see you in the next video.